What is up, Pokemon Go family? It is your boy, the Ghoul Guy, back at you guys yet again with another video, and today we are going to be looking at the Holiday Cup Little Edition yet again, and today we have a special team. We actually built a team that consists of pretty much a Great League team, okay? Like a regular freaking Great League and possibly even a regular Ultra League team consists of Talonflame, Dunsparce, and Annihilate. Yes, I freaking have an Annihilate that is 500, well, like in the 500 CP, well, below the 500 CP range from the community day, which is insane. I didn't even realize I had it, but glad I do. We have the Dunsparce, which I am surprised I have from the last game we played. I brought it back here because it's an amazing switch. Obviously, if you have a Dunsparce, definitely use it. Milk Tank is also really good too, but I do not have a Milk Tank, unfortunately. And then of course we have Talonflame. I'm actually surprised I had a Talonflame too. I don't know how I ended up with the Talonflame, but we have it. We're gonna use it. Okay. I double moved pretty much everything here. Very costly. Of course, don't recommend anybody else, you know, going in with the cost and everything like that. Of course, you know, there's a lot more cheaper, you know, Pokemon that you can invest in this league. But essentially, yeah, this is pretty much like, you know, I love making these PvP videos, okay? What can I say? All right, I'm a maniac for it. But anyway, without further ado, before we get into the matches, we're going to go over the different Pokemon that we have here, and also I'm going to talk about why, you know, we built this team. So we got Talonflame here with Incinerate, Fly, and as well as Flame Charge. So pretty much kind of like Lit Leo here with the Flame Charge. Gonna do a whole bunch of damage with the Incinerate, which is going to be very nice. Fly is going to be very good for any fighters. Well, pretty much Annihilate if we ever find another Annihilate in the league, or any other fighters that's in this league. But really good there, and as well, since it is a flying type, essentially, say if there's a Golett or any other ground type Pokemon, essentially Talonflame is going to be really good for that. And since it's part fire, it doesn't take a tremendous amount of damage from snow, or yeah, snow moves, ice moves. Anyway, so really nice to have this Pokemon here. But if we do have any issues with ice, rock Pokemon or anything like that, that's where Dunsparce comes into play, and as well our Annihilate. So Dunsparce is going to be really good with the rollout, rock slide, and as well as the drill run. Oh, I forgot to actually show off the the IVs of the actual Talonflame here. Pretty decent PvP IVs. Obviously, you probably want the lowest attack, especially for this league in particular, the Little Cup. I believe I was going to build this Talonflame up like a while ago, just never did. Thank God I didn't, because, you know, of course, you know, it would have been over the 500 CP limit. But anyway, going into the next one, the Dunsparce. But yeah, when going into the Dunsparce, you know, if there's a, you know, like essentially a ice type Pokemon, Dunsparce is going to be really good for that. Or say if there's an electric type Pokemon, Dunsparce is going to be really good with that, because it has the rollout, it has the rock slide, and as well as has the drill run, which is really good for this league. Really good switch for that one as well. And then as well, of course, we have the Annihilate. This was like an extra large Annihilate. I just wanted to finish the challenge for extra large Pokemon, so essentially I ended up evolving this one for Community Day, which luckily it did have Rage Fist anyway. But we have Counter, Rage Fist, and as well as Close Combat. I was thinking in my head, like, maybe I should switch Close Combat to something else, but Close Combat is such a nuke move, especially in this league, so I just decided why not keep it. It's at 456. The CP isn't the greatest. You know, yeah, as soon as I level it up, it goes over 500, which is unfortunate. IVs aren't the best, but essentially it's rare to actually have an Annihilate, a fighter that's actually a pretty viable fighter in this league, so we are going to use it here today. But another good Pokemon to use against those rock or snow or ice Pokemon, essentially that maybe Talonflame can't get to, which is going to be very nice. But anyway, let's get into these battles here. But yes, as I said, I'm having a tremendous amount of fun with this league. This league is just super fun to experiment with different Pokemon, and you don't really have to invest that much since everything is like pretty much 500 CP, which is very nice. We start off with Talonflame versus the Vulpix. Now, of course, Powder Snow is not going to do as much damage as my Incinerate does, so we pretty much might as well just farm down the Vulpix all the way, especially if they're not going to switch, which I don't believe they are. They might actually just, yeah, continue to try to Powder Snow me down, which unfortunately for them does not work out. They switch into the Litleo. Now, I could have just used a charge move there. I probably should have just used a charge move there, but that's fine. We're going to get the Dunsparce, and then of course we're going to get to that charge move before they get to their charge move, which is going to be very nice for me. And yeah, they're going to invest into a shield, which is fine with me. We should be investing into a shield as well. Yeah, there we go. We're going to invest into a shield as well, blocking that flame charge. Now with the flame charge, of course, their Incinerate is going to do a lot more damage, but they end up switching into a Arctibax. We are going to be able to get to a rock slide here, which is going to do super effective damage, especially since it is a part ice type dragon here. Yep, they're going to farm us down with the Dragon Breath, which is unfortunate, but that is cool with me because we have our Annihilate back here. Essentially, Arctibax is not going to like that counter damage. Definitely not going to like that counter damage. Dragon Claw coming through, not doing that much damage. Well, actually, I take that back. Doing a lot more damage than I thought it was originally going to do. We were able to take, like, literally the Arctibax out, which is crazy, and we were able to get a lot of damage onto the Litleo before before they switched in. Before the Annihilate got KO'd anyway, and we were able to finish it with our Talonflame, which is amazing there. Already to a good start. Sorry for stumbling on my words from the beginning there. And ignore the first team there. I'm experimenting with another team. Might actually make that video tomorrow. Basically using Joltik, Shadow Joltik, really strong Pokemon in this league as well. We got the Talonflame versus the Cottony. They switch into the Ducklet. We're going to switch into our Rock Throw user, which is pretty much Dunsparce here. We're using Dunsparce. I'm not going to shield here. Sometimes they be using Bubble Beam. Oh, it's Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace, it still does a lot of damage. Regardless, it still does a lot of damage. But I feel like Dunsparce is probably the tankiest out of most of the other two Pokemon that I have. So essentially, if we are going to try to get a shield advantage, it's definitely best to do it on the Dunsparce. They switch, oh my god, they switch into a freaking Galarian Zapdos. I forgot all about this. A freaking Galarian Zapdos in this league is insane. But hey, if you have a low CP freaking Galarian Pokemon, why not use it in this league? That is the beauty of this league. The fact that you could just come out of nowhere with this, like, the most random Pokemon is just so fun. So fun to see here. They end up investing in the shield here. That Incinerate is definitely gone through. They're going to use their charge move. We're going to invest into a shield. That is fine with me. That is fine with me. Ancient Power coming through. Basically taking out the Zapdos. But looks like they switch into their Cottony while we switch into our Annihilate here. For some reason, I forgot all about the Cottony, but that is fine. We are going to be able to get a Shadow. We're going to get a Rage Fist out, basically having them invest into the shield, which we are going to be able to get, or their last shield anyway. So this Flame Charge should be going through and should be securing the KO. Nice. There it is. There it is. Boom. But yeah, this team is freaking amazing. Main reason, like, it seems like with most of these teams, I definitely want to keep consistent having a fire type on this team. Cottony, it seems like a lot of people are carrying around Cottony. I do want to make a team around Cottony. Maybe even with that Joltik team I was just talking about literally a second ago. But I definitely want to try out Cottony. That charm damage is insane, especially with such a low CP league. Cottony is freaking amazing. It's taking me a while to get to the next freaking game. What is going on here? Should be loading in here shortly. Come on, there we go. Cowboy Rick, there you are. Alright, going into the next match here, we have an Amora versus our Talonflame. Now, Amora is going to have Powder Snow. Incinerate's going to do a little bit more damage, but it is a lot slower. So we're going to switch into the Dunsparce. Looks like we're catching the charge move, which is very nice. I believe this is going to be a Weather Ball. Let's see. Yep, there it is, the Weather Ball. Not doing that much damage. They switch into the Joltik. We still have rock type moves coverage, which is very nice. As I said, this is the beauty of this Pokemon. I mean, I could have also used Drill Run too. Drill Run probably would have done a lot more damage too. But I knew they were going to shield anyway, so did not matter. Did not matter at all. We get to another Rock Slide, which is amazing. I don't know how I missed some of those rocks there, but that's fine. We get there literally as I'm like on my last smidget of health. That's how good Dunsparce is. Freaking amazing. We basically get shield advantage, which is very nice, and we get to align our Talonflame in with the Joltik, basically doing a whole bunch of damage into the Joltik here. We have 2 shields, so we could definitely invest into those 2 shields, as Joltik is pretty much going to use those 2 cross poisons there. And then let's see what they have in the back here. Did we see it already? I don't know if we've seen it already. Oh, yep, it's the Amora. Definitely not going to be able to take this freaking Flame Charge. And if it is going to be able to take the Flame Charge, we have our Annihilate in the back. But looks like we are... Oh, never mind. I forgot. They do have still one more Pokemon. It's the Diggersby. And yeah, they are not going to like that we have the Annihilate here. Annihilate is pretty much going to do a whole bunch of damage with the counter. I can use Close Combat if I wanted to. Here, Fire Punch, not gonna, well, I mean, takes half of my health, which is ridiculous. Now, I was just gonna use the Rage Fist. That definitely probably wasn't the best move to actually use Rage Fist, but I just wanted to boost my energy, see how much counter would actually take it down. But they ended up conceding the match anyway, so that is what it is. It is what it is. People usually don't expect the Annihilate because, I mean, of course, it's like a 3rd stage level Pokemon. Like, why would you have an Annihilate in a Little Cup? But this is literally a fully evolved Great League team in the Holiday Cup, which is amazing. I like this cup, man. I really do. Alright, going into the next match, looks like we have the Talonflame versus a Cottonee. Now, look, I'm telling you, there's a lot of good leads here. I have no clue why. A lot of people lead with Cottonee. I have no clue why that is the case. They come in with the Amora. We come in with the Annihilate, basically countering down that Amora. Now, I probably should have used a shield here. They use Weather Ball. I was not expecting it to do that much damage to my Annihilate, which is insane. I probably cut it a little close with that one. There's like the animation glitch here, so we gotta wait for the actual, the game to switch over. I am going to be able to get to a Rage Fist before I am knocked out by this Chinchou here. So that's fine with me. We do grab a shield, which is very nice, and we are going to be able to switch into our Dunsparce. Dunsparce going to be amazing to use against this Chinchou here because it is part electric, so I am going to be able to use the Drill Run on it. Unless they end up switching. Let's see if they do. They do not. Okay, so we are going to be able to get off this Drill Run. They either will tank it, or they'll try to take it, or they will shield. Let's see what they do. Alright, they do try to tank it, and looks like I could just farm that down. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's game over. Actually, I think that was their last Pokemon, so insane. Pretty much destroyed. But as you can see already, this team works freaking phenomenally. Now, I do not expect anybody to actually have this team already like locked and loaded. Okay, it's as I said, it's a 3-stage Pokemon evolution on top of double move and everything like that. Like, it's a full-on investment for the most part. But if you have caught, you know, any of these Pokemon in the wild, low CP or anything like that, why not use it, you know? We got the Talonflame versus another Cottonee in the lead there. They switch into the Pikachu. Now, I should have definitely switched into the Dunsparce here. I don't know why I switched into the Annihilate, but at the same time, they do have the Cottonee in the front, so it is probably best to actually just use this Annihilate right now. Because the Cottonee basically is just going to destroy me anyway, so it really would not matter regardless, unless I align myself, obviously. better, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, they switch back into the Cottony here. We have a lot of charge energy for the Rage Fist. I'm gonna see if I can get to another Rage Fist. I'm not sure if I am gonna be able to get to another Rage Fist. Yeah, that charm damage is coming in hot and ready, but we are going to be able to go back and align with our freaking Talonflame, which is going to be very nice. And they're double weak to fire in the back with a freaking Joltik. We're going to be coming off with the flame charge here. It's definitely going to be a good thing that we actually did use Annihilate, because Joltik typically uses Sucker Punch, and yeah, Sucker Punch is going to be super effective. Typically super effective against you know, essentially a ghost type. So thank goodness that we did actually use Annihilate against that Pikachu there. But they are down shields, and pretty much this Rock Slide is just going to be able to KO this Joltik for sure. And yeah, they're just going to switch back into their Cottony. And yeah, I mean, they probably do have a charge move here, but will it KO this Talonflame, man? I am so low on health right now. This is a 500 CP league. Will I take damage from a grass move? I will not. Well, I do, but it does not KO me, and my Incinerate goes through and takes out their Cottony. GG's to my opponent. But yeah, this team just freaking dominates in this league, especially if you know how to utilize it, how to use it, and everything like that. As I said, if like something counters the Talonflame in the front, wow, I don't know what I was on. Like, I could not catch that Jellicent worth crap. But yeah, if there's something in the league that is the lead that essentially does not work for Talonflame, switch into the Dunsparce. Dunsparce basically takes care of majority of anything that pops up between flying, electric, rock. Well, actually, yeah, rock too, because it has the freaking drill run. Like, it's pretty much in the fire. That was another thing I was thinking of, but literally can take it all. We get to 2200 elo, so we are climbing up very shortly, slowly and surely, to veteran. I believe that's the next after ace, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, this team worked out phenomenally for me. Definitely recommend using it if you do have the resources to get it. But anyway, that is it. That is the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, definitely leave me a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what you guys think of this team, and also what team are you guys using in this league, or even if you actually even like this league at all, let me know down in the comments below. But that is me, that is the Ghoul Guy, and that is the video, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out.